As for the future, your task is not to foresee it, but to enable it. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. We are on the verge of breaking through the boundary that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. There exists a rare level of understanding, one known only to the highest few, where reality itself becomes fluid, bending to your will. This isn't just abstract philosophy or theoretical musings. It's about fundamentally changing how the universe responds to you. You've been conditioned to live by a set of rules designed to keep you in line with the rest of the world. But those who possess the 33rd degree knowledge, the top 1%, understand the truth. Reality is far more malleable than you've been led to believe. The first key, perception is power. Most people assume they're experiencing the world as it is, objective, unchanging, and fixed. They wake up, go through their daily routines, and accept their surroundings without question. But the truth is, perception is not a passive process. It is an active force shaping every experience. Your reality is not static. It constantly shifts based on the way your mind interprets it. The key to unlocking the 33rd degree knowledge begins with realizing this simple yet profound truth. Your perception dictates the world you live in. The lens of the elite. The top 1% don't just see the world as it appears. They see layers of possibilities, probabilities, and potential outcomes unfolding simultaneously. They do not merely react to their environment. They shape it. This is the first step in bending reality. Understanding that you're not passively moving through a pre-built world. You're actively creating it with every thought, belief, and assumption you hold. The mind is a projector. To start bending reality, you must shift the way you perceive your mind. It is not just a receiver of information. It is a projector. Every thought you hold consistently is cast onto the screen of your reality, shaping your experiences. If you dwell on scarcity, you attract scarcity. If you embrace abundance, the world around you shifts to reflect that frequency. The top 1% understand this deeply. Reality bends to the most persistent and dominant thoughts in the mind. The power of belief. Beliefs are not reactions to the world. They're the architects of it. People assume that they believe in things because they see them, but in truth, they see things because they believe in them. Shift your beliefs, and your reality follows suit. The highest level of knowledge isn't just about what's possible. It's about knowing that possibility itself is limitless. They believe in the impossible. They understand that the limits most people accept are self-imposed. What others call unrealistic, they see as achievable. And because they believe it, they make it real. Beliefs aren't passive. They're active forces shaping every experience, every opportunity, every outcome. Think back to the last time you faced a challenge. You probably saw it as an external obstacle, something you had to overcome. But the 33rd degree knowledge reveals something radically different. The challenge wasn't external at all. It was a reflection of an internal limitation, a belief that needed to be addressed. Shift internally, and the external obstacle dissolves. The top 1% understand that every problem is a message, a signal pointing to a belief that needs to be upgraded or discarded. And here's the breakthrough. Once you realize your beliefs construct your reality, you gain the power to change them. The mindset upgrade. The elite don't cling to outdated beliefs just because they've held them for years. Instead, they treat beliefs like software, constantly upgrading, refining, and improving. Most people resist change, fearing the unknown, but the truth is, your life doesn't depend on your beliefs. Your reality does. And the next level of mastery? Identity, the core of reality shaping. The top 1% understand identity's immense power. Do you believe yours dictates what's possible for you? If you see yourself as someone who struggles, who barely gets by, that's the reality you'll live in. But if you see yourself as a creator, someone who bends reality to their will, then that's exactly what will unfold. Identity is not fixed, it's fluid. The elite don't wait for proof before embracing a new identity. They step into it first, and external reality shifts to match. Most people wait for validation before believing something about themselves. The top 1% do the opposite. They establish belief first, and the proof follows. To reshape your reality, you must embody the version of yourself that already has what you desire. Act, think, and decide as if it's already yours, and reality will catch up. The illusion of time. Reality isn't just shaped by thoughts, beliefs, and identity. The top 1% know that even time itself is flexible. Most people think of time as linear, moving from past to present to future. But what if that's an illusion? The 33rd degree knowledge reveals that time is not fixed. It bends, stretches, and even collapses based on your energy. In the quantum field, past, present, and future all exist as possibilities, waiting for you to direct your focus. When you think of the future, you're not merely imagining, you're creating a blueprint. The elite don't wait for the future to come to them. They bring the future into the present. Collapsing time. Most people live in a time lag, the space between where they are and where they want to be. They focus on the gap, on what they lack, unknowingly reinforcing the delay. The top 1% do the opposite. They collapse time by aligning with their future selves now. They act, think, and operate as if their desired reality already exists, vibrating at the frequency of that future, until the universe has no choice but to respond. This isn't just positive thinking or visualization, it's embodiment. The elite don't just dream of success, wealth, and freedom. They live as if it's already theirs. They walk, talk, and make decisions from the mindset of someone who has already achieved their goals. And because they embody that energy, time collapses and the future unfolds faster. Stop waiting, start creating. Most people are stuck in a waiting game. They wait for the right time, the perfect opportunity, the external sign that tells them it's okay to move forward. But waiting only leads to stagnation. The top 1% understand there's no right time, only the time you create. If you want to manifest your vision faster, stop waiting for something to happen. Instead, start embodying the reality you desire now. And the final key? Action. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. The top 1% don't just sit around hoping for change. They move, they create, they bring the future into the present. Reality isn't fixed. It bends to those who understand how to shape it. The most successful people don't take action from a place of lack or desperation. They move with certainty, knowing their desired future is already unfolding. Every step they take is infused with the energy of that future reality, accelerating its manifestation. Most people, however, operate from fear and doubt, trying to force outcomes, which only creates resistance. The top 1% understand that aligned action stems from trust. They don't micromanage every detail. Instead, they allow the universe to work in their favor, moving through time effortlessly, bending it to their will. The secret to bending reality lies in understanding our connection with the universe. The top 1% know they are not separate from it, but part of a larger, intelligent force. This force, whether you call it the universe, infinite intelligence, or something else, is always guiding them. Yet, most people miss these signals too caught up in their own minds. The truly successful have developed a heightened awareness, recognizing synchronicities, patterns, and intuitive nudges as the universe's way of leading them toward their goals. By aligning with the universe's principles, they stop struggling against reality and begin co-creating with it. This is the essence of the highest knowledge. You are not here to conquer reality. You are here to flow with it. Force creates resistance. The more you try to control, the more you push your desires away. True mastery lies in surrendering, not in weakness, but in trust. The top 1% don't wish for success, they embody it. They think, feel, and act in harmony with their vision, knowing that reality mirrors their internal state. The universe does not respond to mere wishes, it responds to alignment. When thoughts, emotions, and actions are synchronized with one's desired reality, the external world adjusts accordingly. Doubt and frustration manifest more of the same, while confidence and certainty attract abundance. Yet, alignment is not just mental, it requires action. The top 1% don't sit idle. They move, but always in sync with universal flow. They don't force things on their timeline, understanding that divine timing is at play. Acting out of impatience only disrupts the process. Instead, they have mastered surrender, not passivity, but a deep trust that everything is unfolding perfectly, even when the path isn't clear. This brings us to the final principle: gratitude. The most successful people live in a state of constant appreciation, knowing that gratitude amplifies abundance. It's not just about being thankful for major achievements, but also for the small, everyday moments. They recognize that by appreciating what they have, they signal to the universe that they are ready for more. In the end, reality bends not through force, but through flow. The universe is always working with you. If you align, trust, and take inspired action, you will move effortlessly toward the life you desire. They do so with a sense of trust, not desperation. They know that every step forward, no matter how small, is shaping their reality. They don't let impatience derail them because they understand that external changes are simply a reflection of their internal shifts. Here's the twist: gratitude isn't just about appreciating what you have, it's about being thankful for what's on its way. The top 1% practice anticipatory gratitude. They don't wait for success to arrive before feeling grateful. They embody the energy of already having it. This deep sense of certainty fuels their journey and attracts more of what they desire. But gratitude alone isn't enough. It must be paired with presence. True creation happens in the now. Worrying about the past or the future scatters your energy, weakening your ability to shape reality. The most successful people understand that every thought, emotion, and action in this moment is building their future. They don't hope for change, they create it moment by moment. The essence of 33rd degree knowledge isn't about forcing reality, it's about aligning with it. It's mastering your thoughts, emotions, and energy so that you're always in sync with the future you're creating. It's about knowing when to act and when to surrender, trusting that the universe is working in your favor. Reality is not something that happens to you. It's something you shape. The key shift is this. Once you realize that reality bends in response to your energy, the question is no longer, is this possible? But rather, how far do I want to take this? The top 1% don't doubt their ability to shape their world. They refine it. They sharpen their skills, expand their awareness, and push past old limitations. Reality is elastic. It stretches and reshapes itself in response to your internal state, but it doesn't happen instantly. This is where most people fail. They expect immediate results, and when they don't see them, they revert to old patterns, reinforcing the very limitations they were trying to escape. The most successful people understand that transformation is a process. It's about daily, consistent shifts that compound over time. They don't let temporary setbacks define them because they know reality is a delayed reflection of their inner world. Just like a seed doesn't sprout overnight, change takes time, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. Think of it like planting a tree. You water it, nurture it, and trust that growth is happening beneath the surface. The same applies to bending reality. Your thoughts, beliefs, and identity are the seeds, while your actions are the water and sunlight that help them grow. And here's the final truth. The top 1% never stop taking action, but they take action from a place of knowing, not hoping. They move forward with confidence, not doubt. They trust the process, stay present, and remain aligned. Because of this, reality doesn't just happen to them. They create it, and so can you. The difference lies in their approach. They don't act out of fear or a sense of lack. They don't try to force things to happen out of desperation. Instead, they act with certainty, fully knowing that the reality they desire is already on its way. This certainty enables them to move through life with confidence and ease. They don't need to struggle because they trust the universe is supporting them, not working against them. This brings us to an essential concept: detachment. The top 1% have mastered the art of detachment. This doesn't mean they don't care about their goals. It means they're not fixated on how or when those goals will come to fruition. They trust that the universe has its own way of delivering what they want, often in ways they couldn't have anticipated. This detachment allows them to stay open to unexpected opportunities and solutions they might have missed if they were too focused on controlling every little detail. When you're detached, you're not constantly checking if your reality has shifted, nor obsessing over whether the results have appeared. You simply live as though they already have. This creates a paradox. The more detached you are from needing a particular outcome, the quicker that outcome tends to manifest. Why? Because detachment clears away resistance. When you're attached, you're sending out the energy of "it's not here yet," which only creates more of the same. But when you're detached, you're projecting the energy of "it's already done," and the universe mirrors that back to you. Detachment also brings flexibility. The top 1% know that the universe often has a better plan than they do. They set their intentions, take aligned action, but stay open to how those intentions unfold. They don't get stuck on one specific path. They understand that the universe operates in ways far beyond the human mind's comprehension. Rather than trying to micromanage every step, they trust the bigger picture. Let's explore that bigger picture. The 33rd degree knowledge reveals that reality isn't just a personal experience. It's part of a much larger interconnected system. The top 1% understand that their desires and actions aren't isolated. Everything is connected, and there's a ripple effect beyond what we can see. When they align with the universe, they're not just shaping their own reality, they're influencing the collective energy field. This is why they often find themselves in positions of leadership or influence. They've learned to work with these larger forces, allowing them to shape not only their lives, but the lives of others. This understanding leads to another key insight: service amplifies power. The top 1% know that when they align their desires with the greater good, their ability to bend reality becomes more powerful. This isn't about self-sacrifice. It's about recognizing that when you help others, you tap into a more significant flow of universal energy. The universe supports those who support the collective. The more you contribute to others' upliftment, the more opportunities open for you. But it's important to note that this isn't about martyrdom. The top 1% don't operate from lack or self-denial. They understand that abundance is infinite and there's plenty for everyone. They don't believe in zero-sum games. Instead, they know that by lifting others, they create more abundance for everyone, including themselves. This is why their vision often extends beyond personal success. They're driven by a desire to contribute to something greater than themselves. This is where their true power comes from. When your vision aligns with a higher purpose, you're tapping into a much larger energy field. You're not just bending reality for yourself. You're co-creating with the universe on a grand scale. And here's the final piece: trust in your own evolution. The top 1% are constantly evolving. They don't cling to old identities, beliefs, or ways of doing things. They're always growing, always expanding, and always stepping into new versions of themselves. This constant evolution is what allows them to bend reality effectively. They aren't limited by who they used to be. They remain open to becoming more, which keeps them ahead of the curve. They don't get stuck in comfort zones or rest on past achievements. They're always asking, what's next? What's the next level of mastery I can achieve? What's the next version of myself I can become? This openness to evolution is what keeps them aligned with the universe's flow, allowing them to continue bending reality in powerful ways. So as you move forward, understand that bending reality isn't a one-time feat. It's an ongoing process. It requires refining your thoughts, beliefs, identity, and energy. It calls for being open, flexible, and aligned with the universe's flow. But once you've truly embraced these principles, once you've integrated the 33rd degree knowledge, you'll realize that reality isn't something that happens to you. It's something you create moment by moment with every thought, action, and breath. The top 1% live this truth every day, and so can you. Want more profound insights? Subscribe to this channel and embark on a journey of transformation.